Hey everyone, welcome to this demo of the Audio Adventures hardware. Now, what this is a piece of hardware for playing, um, I guess you could think of it, it's basically a piece of hardware for playing audio-based games. This was made by, I believe, a guy from London, and basically you play these games on cartridges that you put into the device. Um, so I'm going to try to explain this to you. So the cartridge is in my right hand and the device is in my left. We'll start with the device itself. So I'm going to put down the game cartridge. Um, it's a little rectangle, probably about the size of a Nintendo DS, for those of you that know how big that is. I'm holding it in portrait orientation right now, which is the way that you're supposed to hold it in standard use. And let's start with the top. So closer to the bottom edge, you have the speaker, which you can use to play these games, although it's not a very good speaker. I mean, it's okay, but if you want higher quality sound and privacy, you would want to plug in headphones or speakers. Above that, you have four buttons in a line, basically, and these are the main controls. So this device is designed to be incredibly easy to use. From left to right, you have A, B, C, and D, and they click. So if I press these buttons, those are the buttons being pressed in or order from left to right. Above that, towards the top, you have a rectangular cutout. This is where the cartridges go. On the right side of the unit, towards the top, you have a hole, a rectangular hole, which is where you put the game cartridges in. Below the cartridge slot, on the right hand side, is the switch for power. This is a toggle, so when it's pushed down towards you, it's off, and if it's pushed up, the device is on. Now, if I turn it on without a game cartridge, it does nothing. You may or may not be able to hear a tiny click from the speaker. So it's on right now, but of course it's not going to do anything because there's not a game cartridge. So I'm going to turn this off. And that's the only thing you have on the right hand side. On the left hand side, if I go down from the top left corner, you have the headphone jack and the USB-C port, which obviously is designed for charging. Now, that's pretty much it. There's nothing of note on the back. I'm not sure how to take this apart. I think you can take off... So there's a sticker on the back. I think there's a screw, from what I've been told. There's a screw that you can take off, and you can get access to the battery and things like that. But I'm not really concerned about that just yet because I just got this and the battery is brand new. But I have been told that it's not terribly hard to replace it if that becomes necessary. So let's look at the cartridge itself. So I have one game. There are 3 games that come with this at launch. Bewilder is the one I bought because it seemed the most interesting to me, which is about a little girl who gets transported to this alternate world that's ruled by a scorpion queen, and there's a talking cat that becomes her friend. Let's see, there's one called the Psychotronic Mind, which didn't seem that interesting to me. It's about World War II, and apparently there's people that get psychic powers. And then the last one is Hotel of Secrets, which is some kind of crime drama. But I just have this game right now, and there will be more coming. There's one about kids in a haunted mansion, I think, and a tower defense style one, and I think there's some more being planned. But those are the 2 games I'm going to pick up when they launch. So let me take a look at the cartridge. So the cartridge is a rectangle. There's a Braille label on one end. This is the end that sticks out of the device itself, and I believe it has the first 5 letters of the game printed in Braille. So this is Bewilder, so it's Bewil in Braille. On the other end, there's a cutout which has the connector that plugs into the machine itself, and this does look like a proprietary connector, as you might have guessed. There's a cutout that's designed to help you put it in correctly. So the cutout is designed to point downward towards the ground, basically. And these can only be plugged in one way. If you try to plug it in the other way, it will not go. Actually, it does go into the slot part way, but then it doesn't click into place. So hold the cartridge in your hand with the cutout pointing towards the left and towards the ground, and slide it into the hole on the right hand side of the device. It'll go in. When it goes in far enough, you'll have to push it, and I'm gonna hold this. Wait, let me make sure I don't drop it. Okay, so I'm gonna push this in. You hear that click, and now the cartridge is in. You'll know it's in because, like I said, the Braille label will be readable by touching the top right corner of the device. It is flush with the hole that is now containing the cartridge, and the rectangular space on top of the unit is also taken up mainly by the cartridge. So it's now plugged in. I could turn this on and begin playing. To take out the cartridge, the best way I've found is to put your thumb in the rectangle where the cartridge is laying and push to the right like this until you hear it click. It will pop out, and then you can reach up to the slot, grab the cartridge that is poking out, and pull it out like that. So I'm gonna plug this in, and hold on, let me pause the recording. Okay, I think we're good. So yeah, so now the cartridge is in and we can begin playing. A few more things before I actually play some of this game. This device came from London, and I think I paid like $102 plus a $3 international transaction fee for the device itself and Bewilder. So it's not terribly expensive, which is pretty cool. And let's see what else. I'm trying to think here real quick. As far as I know, there's no way to check battery status. I haven't run this long enough to see if the battery just dies on you or if it gives you some kind of warning. So I'm not sure what it does when the battery gets low. And there's a few things that you'll want to know about the buttons themselves, which I will demonstrate briefly here. Pressing and holding A will pause the game. Tapping A will unpause. Holding B will decrease the volume. Holding C will turn the volume up. And holding D will initiate a reset, which clears all your data for game saves from the device. Now, the one thing I don't like is when you turn the power off, it doesn't seem to save your progress. So it only saves your progress when you reach the end of an episode or a part. And these games are split up into parts, basically. And I guess the good news is each part, at least in Bewilder, is probably less than 20 minutes long. Maybe about 20 minutes. So if you need to stop playing, you should try to get to the end of a part and then turn off the device. So let me show you what the speaker sounds like. So I'm going to hold this up to the microphone and push the power switch up.
The Scorpion has gone on.
Bewilder, a branching adventure from Truman Toys and Games. Press any button to begin.
And you get this little song that plays, which, let me pause.
We're going to sit down here for a little while and have a rest.
And it tells you that, so now it's paused, but it's still on. So you hear that, it plays a snippet of sound. I think it does that to test the game and make sure it's working. So if you hear random voice clips when you turn the device on, that's why, I think. So now it's paused. I can tap A to unpause, and the AI generated song will play, or will continue to play. I'm not sure what he used to generate that. It sounds like Suno, or I forget what the other one is called. But yeah, so if I tap A.
Right, I've rested long enough. Let's get back on with things.
I can turn the volume up by holding C.
Oh, volume!
If you hold it, you can hear it changing. And I think that's as loud as it goes, and that's kind of too loud, honestly. If I hold B,
Volume!
yeah, it distorts at high volumes. So now it's down. And I'll show you the reset here in just a second. Let me turn this off. And I think what I'll do is plug this in. Actually, let me pause the recording, make sure it's not going to be loud here before I start recording. Okay, I think it's going to be reasonably quiet here. So I have hooked the device up to the mixer. Let me hit the button, make sure it's actually going through. And I'm going to turn on the volume. And it doesn't save the volume level either. So if you turn it off, it will reset back to a standard level, which is probably a good thing, because I guess if you turn it up too high or turn it down too low, it makes sure that it starts at a decent volume. So I'm going to turn this on again.
The scorpion has gone on.
Bewilder, a branching adventure from Truman Toys and Games. Press any button to begin.
And here we are with this song. And as has been said, if I press a button,
Press A for episode 1, B for episode 2, C for episode 3, or D for episode 4.
yes, this game has 4. And if you just wait here, it will repeat itself.
Press A for episode 1, B for episode 2,
Right.
C for episode 3, or D for episode 4.
Now I'm going to hold down D because I want to show you what happens if you reset. So I'm going to hold down D, and I will let go.
Press A for episode 1,
Or wait, I think you have to
B
do it longer.
for episode 2,
So I'll just
C
hold it down for like
episode 3,
5 or
D
10
for
seconds, and then I'll let go.
4.
This is the captain speaking. We are erasing the game data. Everything on your device will be erased.
Oh, hello! We're just going to spend a moment to get things set up for you. Here we go. Bewilder, a branching adventure from Truman Toys and Games.
Alright,
Press
so
any button to begin.
it has reset. And if I press a button now,
Bewilder, episode 1.
Bewilder, don't go too far.
I won't, Mummy. I'll just be by these trees, okay?
Okay, but don't go into the forest. Stay close by.
I won't. I want to play with other kids, and you bring me to a meadow alone? Bah.
What's that? Oh wow, it's a beetle of some kind. It's bright red. Oh, it's not a beetle. It's a scorpion, I think. I've never seen a scorpion. This one is bright red and shiny, like it's metallic. It's really beautiful, and it's got a cute face.
I could pick it up. I know some scorpions can sting, but I've never ever heard of there being scorpions in these parts. Oh no, it's going into the forest.
Press A to follow the scorpion, or D to pick it up.
alright, so this is a choice. And again, if you just wait here,
Press A to follow the scorpion, or D to pick it up.
it will continue to tell you what to do. I'm going to pause. Okay, I think we're paused. It didn't tell me it was paused, but I think we're paused. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. That might be a bug in the software. Speaking of software, I don't know if it will be possible to update this device just because of its nature. But I guess that's the good thing, right? Is this is very much like the old consoles. Things like the Game Boy and the Atari and the Nintendo, I think it's called the Nintendo Entertainment System. So the good news is, as long as the hardware works and you have a good battery or a good power supply, this technically won't become obsolete because it doesn't connect to anything. There is no Bluetooth, there is no Wi-Fi, and that's pretty cool. And so I guess if this does turn out to crash and burn, because this is basically made by one guy, it'll still work for those that bought the hardware and bought some games. So, yeah, so let me quickly just talk about how this works, and then I'll play through this part of Bewilder, and then if you guys want me to continue, I guess I can continue with parts 2, 3, and 4. So, from what I can gather thus far, you can have choice-based things. There are puzzles that involve timing, so it might ask you to press a button within a certain span of time. There are different puzzles, especially in this game in parts 2 and 3, so it's not just making choices. You actually have to do things and listen. This does not appear to use audio in stereo. Well, maybe some of the background sounds are in stereo, but at least in this game, there aren't any directional sounds that require you to hear from the right or the left, or the left and the right, rather. So I think because this device is not just geared at blind people, it's aimed at everyone. I'm sorry, my stutter. So I don't think it's going to use. I don't think it's going to make extensive use of stereo for gameplay. So if you have problems not being able to hear from a specific side, you should still be able to play this. So let me press A and we'll continue here. And
right, I've rested long enough. Let's get back on with things.
All right, and it should tell me what to do.
Press
here.
A to follow the scorpion, or D to pick it up.
Let's hit D, because I've already played this, so I'm going to try to make some slightly
Press A to follow the
different
scorpion.
choices.
I'll pick it up. I need to be very careful. Here, little one. That's it. Very careful. Right. He's on the back of my hand. You're a very beautiful color, so red and shiny. Ah, he shook his whole body. Was it when I whistled? Haha, he's shaking his tail when I whistle. Press A to whistle again, or D to put him back.
Let's hit A.
Oh, he turned around to the left and he shook his tail. It's like he's dancing. Press A to whistle again, or D to put him back. Ah, that time he turned around to the right. It's so cute how he shakes his tail. Press A to whistle again, or D to put him back. Oh, he raised his claws and opened them. He's looking right at me. I think he's angry. I'm going to put him down. Oh, he's running up my arm. Oh, he just stung me. Whoa, I'm feeling lightheaded. Oh, I need to sit. I'm feeling a little bit woozy. Woozy.
Scarletta, I have word from the dark trees. A young girl has been brought into your realm. A human girl. She was found by your scorpions and stung. She is in the forest now.
A young girl here in my world. This is what I need, Captain. This is what I have waited for. Send word throughout the forest. Have this girl found. Capture her and bring her to me.
Oh, where am I? I'm so tired. Oh, I'm in the forest. It looks strange. Mommy? Mommy?
Oh, there's no mummy here.
Who said that?
I did.
Who? I can't see you.
Down here, by your feet.
Oh, you're a cat.
That's right, I'm a cat.
A ginger cat, but you can talk?
That's right, I'm a ginger cat and I can talk. My name's Whiskerby. Who be you? What's your name?
Bewilder.
Pleased to meet you, Bewilder.
I'm lost. I need to get back to the meadow.
Oh, there's no meadow here. It's a forest as far as a cat can walk.
But I was in the meadow. I got stung by a scorpion and I passed out.
A scorpion? Was it bright red?
It was. I picked it up because it danced when I whistled, and then it stung me. I need to get back.
Ah, if you were stung by one of Scarletta's scorpions, then you really must be a long way from home.
Who's Scarletta?
Ah, she's the queen around here. Not a very nice lady, she is. I know she's been looking for a young girl. I guess you are the one she was looking for.
Looking for me? Look,
Oh,
Let me turn this down just a smidge.
I need to get home. How do I find the meadow?
I don't know of any meadow, but there is a lady called the Fountain of Knowledge. She would know how to get to your meadow.
Can we ask her for directions?
We could, yes. I'll have to take you to her. Problem is, we either have to go through the forest and it's getting dark, or we have to go through the caves, which has its own problems. Press A to go through the caves, or press D to go through the forest.
Alright, so I'm going to pause real
We're
quick.
going to sit down here for a little while.
Yes.
Have a rest.
So hopefully my volume levels are decent. Like I said, I'm always concerned about that. So right now this is just choice based. And as I said before, to change the volume, press and hold B to turn it down. You'll hear the sound to tell you that you're changing the volume, and then you'll hear it change. So you wait until the volume has changed to the level that you want, and then you let go. And the same is true for pressing C, or pressing and holding C, except it turns it up. So let's continue here, and I'm gonna go to the forest. So let's
Right,
see.
I've rested long enough. Let's get back on with
Let's
things.
see, what are we doing here? No, wait. It should tell me.
Press A to go through the caves, or press D to go through the forest.
All right, let's do D because I did A before when I was playing this yesterday.
I want to go through the forest.
Right then, let's go through the forest.
What are these creatures, Whiskerby? They've got golden wings and they're all pointing in the same direction.
That's right. That's how they get the last of the sunlight. They open their wings and absorb what daylight remains. Then they glow with a golden light coming from their abdomens.
They glow?
Of course, they're called glow moths.
I like to hold one.
Ah, no, you can't do that, Bewilder. Although the glow moths look nice, they're poisonous. They begin life as a worm that lives in the caves. But in the caves, all they have to eat is a poisonous fungus that grows in there. That's what makes them poisonous.
You stole my nuts. They're not your nuts, they're my nuts. No, they're mine. I collected them. They were just there beside you. I say it's finders keepers, and I found them, so I'm going to keep them. You didn't find anything. They were right there beside me, and you stole them.
What's going on with those squirrels, Whiskerby?
Oh, it looks like squirrel business. They can get a bit crazy, squirrels can.
Excuse me, squirrels?
Yes, yes.
Why are you arguing?
He stole my nuts. They weren't yours. They were mine. I found them. They don't belong to you. They belong to the forest, and I have them now. But they're mine. I collected them. I don't care.
Ha! Squirrel business. I told you they can be a bit mad.
Can you help me, little girl? He's too big to stop. He's a thief and a bully. Will you take the nuts from him and give them back to me? Please help.
Oh, I don't know what I could do. Whiskerby, what can I do to help?
I'm not sure you want to help, squirrels. They can get a bit mad and sometimes ungrateful. If you want to help, you could press A to return the nuts, press B to divide the nuts so each squirrel has some, or just press D to ignore them and let them sort it out between themselves.
Yeah, so there's some branching paths as you
If you want to help, you
can
could
tell.
press A to return the nuts,
Let's hit
press B
D.
to divide.
I'm not going to help. I think Whiskerby's right. I don't think I want to be involved.
Good. Then we'll just keep fighting and I'll win. I'm going to end up with nothing. All my work will be gone and you could have helped. The little girl has spoken. I'm stronger than you, and once she's gone, I'm going to take all of the nuts and leave. This is completely unfair. You're an unhelpful and unpleasant child. I hate you.
Don't say you hate me.
Of course I hate you. I spent all day collecting those nuts. He stole them and you decided not to help. I'm taking all of the nuts. Goodbye. Look, I've lost everything now. I know you are the one Scarlett was looking for. I'm going to make sure she finds you. You helped him steal my nuts, so I'm going to make sure Scarlett knows you were here. Her scorpions will take you. Get lost. Go away, you dreadful girl.
But I didn't get involved. Your nuts are not my problem.
Oh, let's leave it, Bewilder. Squirrels can be a bit crazy. I think we better move on. Come on, let's get out of here.
Whiskerby, that was awful.
It was. But we're here now, Bewilder. We're at the river.
Do you know where we are?
We're at the river now, and I know that we can't be far from the crossing raft.
What's a crossing raft?
It's a raft for crossing the river. It has pulleys on it, you see. You stand on the raft and you pull the ropes and it takes you over the water. Once we find that and cross the river, it means we're not far from the fountain of knowledge.
Whiskerby?
Yes?
I wanted to know, how is it you can talk?
I don't know. How can you talk?
Because I'm a little girl, all girls can talk.
And here all cats can talk.
But I don't really know where here is. I don't understand what place I am where cats can talk.
Well, maybe you can ask the fountain of knowledge. Oh, look, we're at the raft, and there's the farm horse. I know him, he's friendly. Hello, farm horse.
Oh, Whiskerby, how nice to see you again. And I see you have a friend with you.
I do. This is Bewilder.
Hello?
We were just coming across the river, but you can go first.
Well, that's the problem, you see. I'm transporting this bag of grain, this chicken, and this fox. But I can only take one at a time on the raft. If I take the bag of grain, the fox will eat the chicken. But if I take the fox, the chicken will eat the grain. I know there is a way to get across with everything, but I don't know where to begin.
All right, that is a problem. Bewilder, do you think you could solve this problem? What should the farm horse take first?
I'm on the near side of the river. Press A to take the fox. Press B to take the bag of grain. Press C to take the chicken. Or press D to cross carrying nothing.
Let's try C.
I'm on the
Try taking the chicken.
I'll take the chicken. I'm on the far side of the river. Press C to take the chicken. Or press D to cross carrying nothing. I'm on the far side.
Cross the river alone.
If you say so, I'll cross carrying nothing. I'm on the near side of the river. Press A to take the fox. Press B to take the bag of grain. Or press D to cross carrying nothing.
Let's take,
I'm on the near side of the river. Press A to take the fox. Press B.
I think you should take the fox.
Okay, I'll take the fox.
Oh! Oops.
I'm on the far side of the river. Press A to take the fox. Press C to take the chicken. Or press D to cross carrying nothing.
I think I just screwed this up. I should have done the grain.
Cross the river alone.
If you say so, I'll cross carrying nothing.
I'm not sure what that tape sound is. It's a little strange.
Oh no, I left the fox and the chicken alone. No. The fox is eating the chicken. Oh, it's all gone wrong.
Oh no, I've made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, I see that. Things have gone wrong here. I think maybe we should wait a few minutes while the farm horse gets organized and then we'll cross the river.
My queen, I have word from the creatures along the river. They say they have seen a young girl. They saw her by the crossing raft.
By the crossing raft. Captain, focus your search around the crossing in the river. If we are lucky, we will have her soon.
Yes, Scarletta.
Oh, Whiskerby, I don't know how to keep going. First I've said the squirrels, then I've said the farmhouse. I don't know where I am, and everything is going wrong.
Look, come on, Bewilder. Don't think about the squirrels. They're impossible to keep happy. Keeping your chin up and carrying on when things get hard are what makes a person grow.
But what about the farmhouse?
The farm horse couldn't get over the river.
But I told them what to do and got it wrong.
Yeah, but the farm horse got it wrong too. Come on, dry your eyes. Let's go and find the fountain of knowledge.
Whiskerby, everything is going wrong.
Come on, Bewilder. Don't lose hope. We're on our way to the fountain of knowledge. She'll help you. I guarantee it.
Scarletta, I have an update on the girl. She was seen going through the forest, then spoke to squirrels. The squirrels tell me her name is Bewilder.
And what did the squirrels say?
They say the girl is heading for the fountain of knowledge.
From the forest to the crossing raft. Yes, she is heading towards the fountain. Quickly, Captain. We shall head for the fountain and capture the girl there.
Here we are, Bewilder. The fountain of knowledge is just up this little pathway. Oh, there she is. Hello, fountain of knowledge.
Oh, it really is a fountain, like a bird bath. Where you said she was a lady, I expected...
And what did you expect?
I did... Are you a talking fountain?
Haha, you have to forgive the young lady, my dear fountain of knowledge. Her name is Bewilder, and she comes from outside the forest. She didn't even know that cats can talk, never mind fountains.
I'm sorry if I was rude. I was startled. I'm pleased to meet you. My name is Bewilder.
Yes, the young girl. You're the one Scarletta is looking for.
Do you know why?
Of course, but I will only give 3 answers. Do you want to know why Scarletta is interested in this girl?
I want to go home. How do I get back to my home?
You are going to need a compass to find your way. A special compass. It can be found in the center of the stone maze. Do you know how to find the stone maze, Whiskerby?
I do know, but I thought there was a witch in there.
That is true. There is a witch in there. Bewilder will have to sneak by her. For your second question, would you like to know why Scarletta wants you?
Maybe that's a good idea.
Yes, why does Scarletta want me?
Scarletta wishes to be human again. Many years ago, Scarletta was known as the Red Witch. She would cast spells of power that made her as strong as a scorpion. But another witch stole her soul and placed it in a bottle. She was there for many years. When she finally broke free, she emerged as the hideous creature she is now. She wants to return to being human. But to do that, she needs a human body. And she found you. Her plan is to rip out your soul, put it in a bottle and bury it in the forest. Then she will take over your body and leave the forest. Nobody would know that Scarletta is inside of your body.
But what would happen to me?
You would be lost forever. Your soul would be trapped in a bottle and left to suffer in the darkness, buried deep underground.
Right then, I say we avoid that. Is there anything else we should know?
You have one choice left. I could tell you how to avoid the witch in the stone maze, or I could tell you how to evade Scarletta's scorpion army if you wish. Press A to learn how to evade the witch, or press D to know how to evade the scorpion army.
Let me hit A.
How do I evade the witch?
In the stone maze, the safest route is to stay to the western edge of the maze and head south. When you can go no further, head to the southeast corner.
Safest route is by the west wall, you say. Go south to the southeast corner. Right, be sure you remember that, Bewilder.
That's a lot to remember.
But there are two things of interest in the maze. The first is a crystal that will show where the witch is. It is in the northeast corner. Second is a shield. It is very hard to find, and even harder to bring out of the maze. But this is a prize worth trying to attain.
And with that, I think it's best we be getting a move on. Thank you very much, Fountain of Knowledge.
Yes, thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Bewilder.
That's it, Bewilder. Keep on this trail.
Whiskerby, do I really have to go into a maze with a witch?
Yes. Like the fountain said, there is a compass in there that will guide you home. That's what you want, to get home.
I do? But a witch? I don't want to meet a witch.
Of course not. Nobody does. Wait, listen.
I hear something. What is it, Whiskerby?
That's the Scorpion Army on the move.
It's getting louder. I think it's coming towards us.
I do too. Look, there is a fork in the road that takes us higher, away from the trail, or lower and closer to the river. Which way shall we go? Press A to take the high path, or D to head towards the river.
Let's hit A.
We're on the high path, but we need to hurry, Bewilder. I can hear them getting closer. Press B to hurry. Hurry, Bewilder.
Press B. Yeah, that's timed.
That's a bit better on this high path.
Do you know the way from here?
I do. We're heading towards the top of the waterfall. Keep going, Bewilder. Those scorpions are still close. We got another fork in the road here. We can continue on to the top of the waterfall or head down to the lower path towards the river. Press A to continue on, or D to change direction and head down towards the river.
I'll hit D.
The scorpions sound like they're getting closer. Let's change direction.
Okay, let's go the other way. Look, Bewilder, there are some caves beside the bottom of the waterfall.
I see them at the base of the waterfall. Can we hide in there? I'm going in. It's wet in here. No, Whiskerby, it's a dead end. We can't hide it. We need to go back out.
But those scorpions are here. Quick, press A to run out of the cave before we get trapped by the scorpions.
Let's get away from here.
They've seen us! The scorpions see us!
What do we do?
Jump, Bewilder! Jump into the river right now! Press D, D, D! Bewilder! Help me! The water! It's pulling me under! It's too strong!
Where are you, Whiskerby?
with her faithful cat Whiskerby. They ran to escape from the Scorpion Queen. Little did they know a river awaited them. They ran and they ran in this dangerous world, unaware of the current that would drag them away. With a splash and a surprise, they were swept away. Lost in the woods, they're swept down the stream. Bewilder and Whiskerby.
Bewilder has been swept away by the river, but for the moment she has evaded Scarletta and her scorpion army. There are 3 challenges to this episode. You found one. You evaded Scarletta. Play this episode again to find new ways to tell this story.
Bewilder, a branching adventure from Truman Toys and Games. Press any button to begin.
Now if I press a button,
press A for episode 1 or B for episode 2.
and now I can go to part 2. Now, if you wanted to stop, you could just turn off the power like that, and it would save and let me continue playing 2. So, yeah, that is a quick look at both the device and the game I have. So I only have one game right now. Hopefully there will be more. And let me know if you guys want me to continue playing. Parts 2 and 3 are definitely more interesting because they have many more puzzles. And the maze itself is pretty cool to traverse. But yeah, so that is how this works, and as you can tell, it's not professional, but I mean, this is basically worked on by like one guy. Maybe a couple more people are involved with the voice acting. The one thing I don't really get is why the Scorpion Queen. It sounds like the developer is just whispering, which is a little strange to me. I'm not sure why he didn't use the girl. Or there was a lady doing the voice of the fountain and her mom, so I'm not sure why he didn't use that. Yeah, why would you name your kid Bewilder? That's very strange, but regardless, and yes, I am still recording, I just wanted to make sure, but regardless of that, I hope you've had fun, and let me know if you want me to continue playing this game. Obviously, I screwed up that puzzle with the horse. I'm not sure what happens if you get it right. So, like I said before, there is some replay value because there are different ways that you can make the game and its story turn out. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, comments, things like that. Sorry, that's my chair creaking. But yeah, if you have any questions, comments, of course, you can leave them, and I will do my best to get back to you. So until next time, you guys take care. Bye.